Hello. Hopefully you just watched the video on suffixes. And remember, only watch until 6 minutes and 28 seconds. The rest of it's really not going to apply a lot with what we're doing as far as assignment-wise. But let's go over a little bit of what you learned about suffixes. We know that suffixes that we're studying this week are letters that change a base word. We add these to the end of the word to change the meaning. We add a Y, an LY, and an FUL. So if we remember, let's look at if we have a Y at the end, that means that having or being like. So let's say we have the word hair, and then we add a Y to the end of that, and it becomes hairy. So a bear is hairy instead, I don't know, so the bear would be hairy with his fur. Instead of just saying, I have my hair on my head, say he has hairy fur on his body. So this turns a noun into an adjective. If you recall, an adjective describes a noun. We've talked a lot about adjectives this year and how when you make these words into an adjective and then it makes it more colorful in your writing and it makes the word into a more powerful word. Instead of just saying the house, you could say the very loud house. So loud would be an adjective, but this way we're making an adjective by adding a suffix at the end. Another thing that I was thinking when I was watching what the lady was talking about on the video was really good how she said if you have a tree trunk as your base word, and we have done prefixes previously during the year, and now we're doing the letters that come at the end of the word, which are the suffixes. So if we look at this page, so this page is page 15. And what you're going to be doing here, it says add the suffix Y, LY, or FUL to each word, then use the word in a sentence. Well, you also need to remember what the rest of those suffixes mean. For example, if you look at LY, and you have to decide when to use LY, it means either how or how often. If you remember, the lady in the video had talked about trying to decide what question does it answer. So if we have the vowel, or no, if we have the noun friend and we put an LY at the end, what question does it answer? Does it answer how something or how often? The girl was friendly. Would that answer how the girl was or how often? Well, of course, it would answer the question of how the girl acted. She acted friendly. But if we have the noun week and we add the LY to the end of week, would that answer how, or would it answer how often? The meeting was weekly. So of course, that would change it to answering the question of how often. Then we look at FUL, and that one's probably the easiest out of all of them. FUL basically just means when you add that to the end that you are full of something. So if I had the word truth and I put the FUL at the end, then you are truthful, which means that you are full of truth. What if I had the word pain and then I would make the word painful? So that means that I would be full of pain. So see how we have changed those different words? And what you are going to do here on this page, it says just add one of the suffixes. So if we have the word rain, would we add the Y to say rainy? Or would we add the LY to say rainly? Or would we add the FUL to say rainful? So you have to think, okay, is the rain full of something? Would it be rainful? No. Would it be LY? Do we want to know how or how often is it rainful? No. we want it showing it is doing or being something. It is rainy. So all you would do is add the Y, and then you are going to write a complete sentence with the word rainy in it. Now, if you see, and remember what I just did. So what Ms.Staley just did was this. So Ms.Staley just did something where I used each of the endings with that word. So I tried this base word with this suffix, then I tried it with this suffix, then I tried it with this suffix. That's what you want to do, because you can actually kind of hear what it's saying there too. So remember, when you're deciding that the Y means having or being like something, LY is answering a question of how or how often when you put an LY at the end of a noun. And remember, FUL means full of, like painful, truthful. So you will finish those putting the suffix and then doing a complete sentence using that word that you have made. Then you get to do a fun little book. This is called Let's Put the Goat in the Rug. It's a little booklet. So remember, when we do this and we fold it this direction, that is the hamburger way. So I'm going to put it down so I can line my edges up. So it will look like this. There's our cute little goat, Geraldine. Hopefully you're liking this story. I think it's a fun story, how Geraldine is telling the story all about why it's called a goat in the rug. It's not really a goat wrapped in a rug, is it? But the rug is made from the goat's fur, right? So what are we going to be doing here? Well, we can see we're going to be using our suffixes of full, ly, and y. And we also are going to be using these little goats that have base words on them. And also the little rugs here. All that you're going to do here is color each rug. And then you will cut those out. You want to do a nice job cutting each of those rugs out. So it will look like this. We're pretty good about doing stuff like that. And then before you do this part, you are going to glue them to make little pockets. So one of the pockets will go here, one will go here, and then on the back will go the last one. I don't care which one you put where, you decide. The main thing to remember when you're gluing this down is that you're only gluing on the back, here, on the bottom, and here. So not on the top, but side, bottom, side. And I'm gonna go get my glue. So just a second, I will be right back. I had forgotten to grab my glue stick before I got started. Okay, got my glue stick. Hopefully you have some glue. So you're just going to do here, here, and here. If you put glue in the middle or on the top, then you won't be able to fit your goats in your pocket. And you don't want to do that. You want to be able to fit your goats in the right pocket. So there we go. I have glued that there. And if you notice, I'm able to put my finger right in there like this. That's what you want. So you will have room for your goats to go in there. So once you have glued all of those on, then you're going to look at each of your base words. So the first one here we have says pain. Okay? You guys probably already know the answer to this. So then you have to say, am I going to put the suffix y, painy, or the suffix ly, painly, or the suffix ful, painful? Well, I bet you know that one without any problem. you are going to put painful. And then you will cut out your cute little goat. Since you're at home, you don't need to put your initials on every single goat. See, there is a little bit of an advantage to being the only one doing this project. And then you would get the pocket where you would have this one glued down, and then you would put it right in the suffix pocket with FUL. So then you go to the next one. The next one says point. So point, let's try point with the Y, pointy. Then you try the LY, pointly. Then you try the FUL, pointful. So I want you to think back to what we talked about. If it's the Y, if it's a Y, having or being like something, would pointy be that? Would it be the LY, how something or how often something, pointly? Or would it be full of something? Can you be full of points? No, not really. So I think it is pointy, right? So that has the Y at the end. So there again. Now, if you want, you can fill out all your goats first and not do them one at a time. I'm only doing them one at a time just because I don't want the video to last like a long, long, long time. Okay, so here is a goat that will belong in my pocket with the Y at the end because I know I made the word pointy. Okay, he is pointy. His horns are pointy. Okay, they are being pointy. So I just go ahead, you can put him in like this, or you can put him in like that, you decide. And then when you are done with all of your goats, I want you to find somebody and I want you to go to each pocket and take out each of your words, read them to a grown-up or to an older brother or sister, and show them what you think and see if you put the correct suffix with each word. And that is your grammar activity for today between the two pages. And hopefully you have learned a lot about suffixes and are enjoying the goat and the rug. We'll have more things that we'll be doing later with this story later in the week. Bye for now.